An engineer and an architect speculates here that the heat above the crash site on the Twin Trade Towers may have indeed caused the building above to melt, just simply collapsing in itself and putting enormous weight on the rest of the building below, which could not possibly stand it. And the steel columns which go up through the building, built to code at best, would only be able, he believes, to have been able to stand an hour and a half of intense fire like this, pressing down on the rest of the building until it finally was able to give way.
The World Trade Center Twin Towers rose a quarter of a mile into the sky. I lived 3 or 4 blocks from them. I saw them on fire, I saw them fall, all from my dining room window. Within seconds of each tower's collapse, I had no more than 1 inch of visibility outside my window as the opaque, thick dust cloud of pulverized concrete rolled by. Right now, you look out those same windows, blue sky sits where the towers once were. The World Trade Center was a veritable vertical universe, and I think about it often. Think about the people who work there, the tourists who visit the observation deck, the diners at Windows to the World. I've eaten there many times. They had one of the world's best wine lists. I think of those who lost their lives. I try to find a peaceful way to remember the towers. When I do, I think of them as observatories. On the top floor, I don't know if you knew, but you could type greetings onto a computer that would transmit that message into space by way of the North Tower's radio antenna. Who would listen? Any eavesdropping extraterrestrials who happened to be looking our way. You know, the towers were so tall that for someone at the top, the horizon was 45 miles away. That's far enough along Earth's curved surface so that, in fact, the sun set 2 minutes later for that person than it would for someone on the ground floor. So in other words, if you could have run up the stairs 1 flight per second, you could literally have stopped the sunset. You keep running all the way to the top and either you run out of breath or run out of floors. In either case, at that moment, you'd lose the sun for the night as it set gently below your horizon. I take comfort in knowing that even though we lost the towers, that the sun will rise again each day. And if you do the math, that's something it's done 1 trillion times before. This is Neil deGrasse Tyson, signing off for StarTalk Radio. As always, but especially today, keep looking up.